Gratitude. What are you grateful for today? I wanted to share with you what I'm grateful for because honestly, the last 2 months have been the most interesting, revealing, aggravating, intriguing, however you want to describe it. I'm trying to use positive words. There were some low points that honestly seemed like hell on earth. But if you have that attitude of that's what you're stuck in, it will always be that way. So I like to say interesting or intriguing, and if you have the mindset to learn something, it can be very revealing, because if you're going through the same stuff in life, generally the bad I'm going to focus on, because success is a horrible teacher. Bill Gates said this. Success is a horrible teacher. It seduces us into thinking we do everything right. And the truth is we all screw up. Like, constantly. And if you're only focused on... I don't want to say don't focus on the positive, because if you know me, you should. You should focus on the positive. But when bad things come up, how do you deal with it? It's more revealing to see how people handle things. Anyone can put on a suit, anyone can put on a tie, anyone can put on a skirt, a dress, whatever. You know, brush your teeth, comb your hair, and look presentable. Hey, look, wow, that guy or girl is sharp. I like hearing the behind the scenes, like, what did you overcome? The victory is great, but how did you overcome? That's even more impressive. And even as little as 30 minutes ago, I went to the gas station. You know, I'm having a great day. Things are going well. Just had an upside and a turn up, and, you know, things are going great. I'm excited to go to Tim's event tonight in Plymouth. If you're not familiar, check on the page here. You'll see a link. But, you know, I'll be honest, there was a moment when I forgot how grateful I really should be. Because as thankful as I am that things are going well and continuing to go well, and I'm able to help more people than I ever have, despite all the bad, I quickly forgot that happened to me not too long ago. And there was someone I saw at the gas station, and I don't know what was going on with him. You know, and I made him smile. I complimented on what he bought because it smelled good. And I'm hungry, so it's the truth. But there was a thought I had for how he was holding people up and for what he was doing. For a brief second, and then I was, you know, half a second later, I was like, hey, chill out, everything's fine, no big deal. But yeah, I don't know if you've ever been in a line and someone's just like taking forever in a day, and sometimes they're just so oblivious and aloof, they don't know, they don't care. And that can be entertaining. And there's other times when, you know, you're pressed for time, you're going somewhere, and it's like, you know, come on, hurry up, hurry up. Well, you don't need to get upset, you know. And then when he came back, the cashier said something to him and was like, hey, don't worry about it. You're going to have a better day. You know, it's only up from here. And I just thought, she's right. Because no matter what's going on, you never know what someone's going through. There's only a handful of people that I've even shared anything with. But there's been many a times where I've been the one at the gas station and the store and other places, and I was in the same situation where I was just looking for that encouraging word. You know, my goal and desire was always to help a lot of people and many other things, but it hasn't always been the case. And I found, despite not wanting to go through it, despite how horrible it was, those are the times when you can be the most relatable and say, you know what? you might see me this way, but here's the truth behind the scenes. And I encourage you to be congruent, to be authentic, to let people know you. Because you have nothing to hide, because at the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all colleagues. We're all, I made a joke last night. I was speaking at an event and I said, who wants what with their business? More leads, more traffic, more sales, more people, greater impact, more freedom, whatever the case may be. There's only a handful of things that ever is, and everything funnels into the rest. And I was joking because you're in one business, I'm in another, and there's 20 people in 20 other businesses, but at the end of the day, we're all colleagues. We're coworkers. If you say you want more leads for your business, that groups you in about 30% of the population. If you say you want to increase your sales cycle, you can increase the sales cycle quicker also, and that's the other 30% of the population. And then you group into, I want to get more traffic, that's another 30%, and then the remainder floats in somewhere else. So no matter what's going on, we're all in the same boat. Everyone has dreams, everyone has ambitions, everyone wants to be healthier, look better, get that job, get that business, land that client, have more family, friends. Everyone wants to be loved, everyone wants to make more money. But what are you doing? More importantly, how are you doing it? Because you might reach your goal. You might reach your goal. And I hope you do. But I hope to God you haven't agitated everyone else in the process. Because there's a lot I've done right and there's a lot I've done wrong. And if there's one thing I've done right, it's I've always prioritized people. Ever since high school. And someone reached out to me today. Someone I've known since middle school. And maybe we'll share his story later. But it's a little surreal at times because the whole reason I'm so positive now is because I never used to be. I remember reading a book, and I'm grateful for my humor and be able to crack jokes, but I don't know if reading snappy put-downs and funny insults in 3rd grade was probably the best way I could have learned how to make people laugh. Erica and I sat there and read it. We had fun, but there's a lot of people that I distinctly remember probably not being the best person in the world or saying the nicest thing to them, and I am very, very sorry. And there's another group of people I remember being able to lift up and make them feel better. And in 9th grade, I decided I'm going to use my superpowers for good. And I didn't, do public speaking or... I had my first business, but I remember everything from everyone. I have a great memory. And if I did anything to hurt you in the past, I apologize. If you're seeing this, the chances are I haven't. It's not a lot of people, but just, stupid kid stuff. I got picked on and people ridiculed me, so I thought the only way I could be strong is to pick on other people. And he might be watching. Sorry, Aaron. That was the transitional period when I was 50-50. The point is, you never know what anyone's going through. And the more I go through life and the more people I help, I realize that no one's life has been on a silver platter. The people I know that look well off, have all the money in the world, all the material things, majority of them are lacking internally. Not all. I'm not blanket global positioning anyone. And there's other people that have the best family life in the world, but they just struggle with self-image, breaking tradition. They gotta follow in the family's footsteps, even if they hate what they do. And there is no right answer. What does success look like to you? What do you want? It's your life. And I've always felt, My friend Ryan has a company called Mystic Misfit, and I love what they're about because I grew up, and still to this day, I think just the entrepreneurial spirit, you probably feel like an outsider, an outcast, or a misfit. And Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, they've all said stuff about it. And at times it's not easy. At times, that's an understatement. At times it's not easy. At times it's very, very, very difficult. But you know what? God is always on your side. I will do my darndest to uplift you if you reach out. Your family is there. Your friends are there. But you can't let ego, pride, self-image, anything. I mean, we're here to help one another. You know, maybe it's your business, maybe it's your job. I'm still pro-business. I've never been for a job, but that's just me. But I know a lot. The older I get, I've changed my position on it because there's a lot of people I know that they are living their dream and they are working a job. They're doing exactly what they want, and I give them more credit because they figured out exactly what they want, and that's how to fulfill it. And there's other people that talk a lot but never take any action. And you know what? That's their prerogative. I'm not going to say anything to put them down because there's enough stuff to joke about that you don't need to be putting someone else down for it. You don't need to tear someone else down to build you up. So, I gotta run. I'll see you in about 25-30 minutes. And then I'll probably see you again after that. But this was on my heart. I actually was going to share about something else that's exciting. And this took priority over it. So, God bless. Have a great day. Make it the best day you can. And if you're, I pray you're not going through anything, but statistically I know you are. Just keep going. Stay focused on the outcome. Don't get caught up in the minutia. Keep moving forward. And the best thing you can do is reach out and help someone else. You might be going through something, but they might be going through something worse. And you might be the only person in their life that they even are willing to open up to just because you're you and you have that relationship with them. So, don't be afraid to be visible. I know with social media and all that, whether you have a business or not, you don't need to even promote your business. You can just say, hi, here's what I'm about, here's what I'm doing today. And people will love it. People need it. There's too much crap out there. Be a light. Be hope for the world. There's some construction barrels there I was paying attention to. So, all right, I'm going to jet. I'll see you in about a half hour, and have a great day, and God bless.